one. Crappie. Go. There you go. You got him one. Now you can go home feeling good about himself. What'd you get that on, a little spinner?
Yeah.
Nice. There you go. Enjoy it. Is that a purple one?
Mm-hmm.
That's my grandpa's favorite color, man. There you go. It's a nice one. Down here laying on today. So this next clip is very cool. Ryan and I have been fishing about 3 hours at that point. Maybe not even that, maybe two hours. And Ryan had caught a couple fish. Nothing with really any size. None of the fish in today's video were caught had any size really, but I wasn't feeling the spot. I hadn't caught anything. It was kind of getting slow, so I was like, let's try to move. So I took my cameras down because when I run my boat out, you know, wide open, the way my cameras are mounted up on the windshield of the boat, I got two of them, one that faces me, one that faces Ryan. And the way they're mounted on these flex arms, when you hit waves, sometimes it'll bounce them off there. So I turned the cameras off, took them down, and we're pulling out of this cut and going out to the main lake. And as we're coming out, there's a boat coming in. Now, there was a tracker boat just out there on that point, like a tracker 175, literally 10 minutes before. And I saw him pull off and leave. So when we were leaving, I seen a boat coming back. I thought it was the same boat. I was like, oh man, look, that guy's coming back. I made that comment to Ryan. Well, as we're getting out there a little further, I see the boat coming closer, and I realize it's the same boat I have. And I've only seen one classic boat since I've had mine out on the water, and that was Lake Erie, and it was one of the unpainted ones, like the 2020 or 19 models. So that was the first painted classic that I've ever seen on the water. And I see it, and it's the exact same boat I have. It's the black one. And, you know, we're driving. I was telling Ryan, oh, look, man, it's the same boat I got. He's like, yeah. So we're passing each other, and the guy's, you know, 30 yards out or so. And Ryan, I think, like, waves or something, and I hear something. So I look over, and the guy's saying something to me. I couldn't really hear what he was saying, though. But then I thought I heard bread for bass. So I turned the motor off. And, you know, we're kind of like hollering back and forth a little bit. And he said, you know, my name's Steve Holly, which I know Steve Holly. Steve Holly is one of the very first subscribers that I had. And I knew Steve lived in the area of this lake. So I knew there was always a chance that him and I would cross paths out there. But for some reason, I thought his boat was red. I don't know what, you know, everybody's got black boats and red boats for the most part. So I just got to mix it up with someone else somehow. But I definitely know who Steve Holly is for sure. Him and I talk quite a bit on Instagram. Yeah. So I pulled over and started talking to him, and it was a very cool feeling for me. Very surreal moment, because it was the first time I met a Bradford Bass family member in person. I like to say the first one I met out in the wild, right? So it was a very cool moment, and you can see it here in this clip. I kept the clip very short. I didn't want to have any of his boat information his numbers or anything in the video, so I cut it very short. We didn't talk for very long. Just asked how each other were doing. I think we're both pretty shy guys for the most part. I am. If you ever meet me in person, you know, I'm not the most outspoken person. I know Steve isn't either. He actually messaged me. I messaged him on Instagram afterwards and asked him how they did, and he said, I'm not the most outspoken guy, and I'm the same way. But we talked for a minute, asked each other how we're doing and whatever, and then we just went on our ways. But yeah, it was awesome, man. And then you can see the encounter here in this clip for a second, and then after that you can see where Ryan and I were having a conversation about it afterwards. There's a Bradford Bass member right there. Steve Hawley, my guy. It's like a very surreal feeling when you meet somebody that like supports you.
Yeah.
That's been supporting you the whole time. It's cool. I was almost starstruck. Like, you talk to this person all the time, you don't ever. I talk to him quite a bit on Instagram and stuff, but you never, especially when it's kind of unexpected. Good shit.
Yes, it is. You're known for fishing. That's got to be a plus.
Yeah, seeing your logo on someone's boat, it's fucking cool, man. Good stuff. That's what it's about. That's what the Bradford Bass family's about.
Get her off.
Now that's a donkey right there. I tell you guys.
They don't get much bigger than that.
No. That's a freaking hog. Got that on that Yum Danger. Blade on the tail. Trying something different. Yeah, at least I got to go home with my hands smelling like fish. Oh, weird. That's good.
Big one.
Man, it got my worm in my blade. That felt weird. Snagged on that log. But I think he had it. He was running on the side of it. Because I could feel it.
The biggest one of the day, I think. Biggest one.
I buried that hook in him. Golly. Yeah, he shook my blade. Dude, that thing is buried in there. That is one sharp hook, boy. He wasn't coming off. Don't get him his tongue. Don't get him his tongue. No. Not a bad little fish. As soon as it hit the water, he picked it up. Man, lose my worms out. And my blades. They're chomping, they're swallowing good. Yeah, as soon as it hit the water, he ate it. I had to rub on the tree top point. We ain't catching hogs today, but hey, at least we're catching something.